what we will cover in your datetime functions. So it is mostly, let me start first here. Uh, Let me go ahead and write the function here called import. I have to use datetime as dt. Then there, I want to go for getting the current date and time. How do you get that? You will say dt dot date time dot the function name is now bracket start close. So ultimately, when you say I want to get the value for this, what is happening? I got,
DT.
okay, this is dt. When I run this program, what is happening guys here? It is giving current date and time in this format 2025 10th December 16 hour minutes seconds and it is milliseconds are given here. Now how to get today's date? So this is something I can say to get the current date time, right? To get the current date time, we are running this. Now to get the current date only. So how to go for getting this current date from this data? You can write here import date time as dt. Now if you write that current underscore date, you want to get that, you will say your dt dot the function name is today bracket start close. And if you run this program, it gives you the output for, okay, now it is not reading this as today, it should be reading this as today. Does it mean by this? Will it work? Let's see where I'm doing wrong. Sorry guys, so we have to go for from date time, we'll import date field, and then if you run this program, it should be giving current date only. So from the date time as a package, I want to go for retrieving the date function, and applying the date function, I can retrieve the current date here. Now to get the current year, month, and day. So what will you do to get your current year, month, and day? Now let's say you are writing here uh, the current date which you got it here. Right. Now the current date which you got it here, just use the function called year. Same way you run it for, it is coming 2025. You call current month, it is going to get the value of 12. You say current day, it is going to get the value for current day is 10. Now to get date time value, hour, minutes, and seconds completely, to get time value, to retrieve hour, minutes, and seconds. So how to go for doing that with the date value? For example, you will say import date time as dt. Now you say current date underscore time is equal to dt dot date time dot now bracket start close. This is what we did it in the initial stage. Now if you run this program, what is it coming here? Where you got the error?
Sir, H.
Huh?
That time as
And
dt.
it will be H.
Import datetime HDT, sir, and you have written.
Oh, okay. Now if you run this program, you get this output here. Now what you'll do here, to get from this current date time, I want to get the hour, minute, seconds. So I can say print dot hour, then go for print
Dot minute.
dot
Okay.
minute, and this is called print dot second. If you run this program, you got this hour, minute, seconds are coming. Are you getting this, guys?
Yes.
Right? Now, the thing is that we want to get month and year in words. We want to go for getting this to get this in words for the day and month in words. So let's say to get day and month name in words. So how would you go for getting this month and day name in words? For example, you write from date time, you want to import the function called date. Now, what we do guys here, when you say, I want to go for today underscore date, how would you go for getting this? You will say date dot the function today bracket start close. When you say today date, it is going to give you today's date only, right? Now, what happens from this? I want to go for printing. Um, so let me do this way. From this, I use a function called string from time. So this is a string from time. This is the function name.
Okay.
I put it here as percentage capital A, and this is where I close the bracket. Are you getting this, guys? Everyone, what is happening here? So if you run this program, see what is happening. If you run, it is coming as Wednesday. Yes or no?
Yes.
Now, if you take this, running with what? Capital
Smaller.
B. What is it coming here? December is coming. Are you getting this? So this is something I can say as day name in words. I can also say as month name in words. Is that clear now? Is this clear now, guys? Right.
Yes.
Next is how to get a date value from month, day, and year. If it is given month, day, year, how to get your date value from this? For example, you are saying import date time as dt. I use year is equal to 2022, month is equal to 12, day is equal to 2. Now, to get date value from this, there is a function called dt.date where you have to take your year value, your month value, and your day value. How will you go for getting this value now? If you say get date, you see the output is coming for what? The current date time. Does it make sense to all of you guys, everyone? If it's a print, the get date value, it is going to read the value as this date. Making sense to all of you guys, everyone,
Yes.
right? Or we can also use here import date time. Then to get date value, we can use date time dot date bracket start year, month, and day. Are you getting it? Then you can also go for print get date value here. We can also write this way to get the value also. Are you getting this? Whether you can go for using import date time as dt or import date time and just apply date time, that is also both same. Now, how to get year, month, days gap between two tapes? How to get difference between two dates as years, months, and days gap? Now, this is very important question, guys. How to
Okay.
answer this question? For example, I write here from
Okay. Okay.
date time import the function called date. Okay. Now, what I want to do here, this is given as date one. What is date one is given? I write the function called date bracket start 2010 and I write 10 and 15. Okay. So this is called 2010 date one and date two, which I'm taking today's date, which is 2025 12 and today's date is given 10. Okay. Now what I want to see, I want to see the years gap. What I want to get guys here, years gap. How will I get this years gap? You will write date 2 dot year minus date 1 dot year. If I close this and run the program, I see my year gap is 15 years. Are you getting this, guys? Everyone,
Yes.
right? So ultimately, I can see the years gap here. Now to see months gap, I'll take the same query here, right? I'll write this here. To get this month gap, I will just multiply this 12 plus call this day2 dot month minus date1 dot month. If I do so, I can see my months gap, which I can also print it here to get the value, which is 182 months old. Now, if I say I want to get it as days gap, how will I get this? How will I get this when I say days gap? What do you think, guys? What I'll do now in this case to get the days gap?
Month into 30.
Sorry, what will I do?
Year into 365.
No, date 2 minus date 1. Can you see this?
Yes.
Date 2 minus days 1. But now, how would you print this? Print, you will say days gap dot days, which is 5,535. Are you getting this, guys? Everyone?
Yes.
Yes. Right. So now what will I do here? I'll talk about how to add months, days, years to date value. So now let's talk about how to add months, days, and years to a date value. So how to go for doing this? Now let's look at here. I will be going for adding years, adding months, adding days. Okay. So what I will write first, I'll say import date time as date value. Then I'll use here from there's a package called date utilization. This is called date utilization. There's a function called relative delta. Are you getting this? And I can say import star. That means all the function that I want to go for importing from this. Is this clear now, guys? Right? Now I want to go for creating date 1 is equal to the date function where I say 2023, 10, and let's say 17. So what is the date value that I'm getting here, guys? If I say I want to see this date value, what is the date value is going to come in? Guys, why I got this error? Can anyone tell me? Why I got this error? Can anyone tell me?
It is not converted to date time.
Already, sir, date one variable is already.
Already? The module object not called did not mean by date time, this value. So look at here. Import date time, get date to convert this value here. Now, if I say print date 1, does it give me the output? No, it is not giving the output. Oh, okay. No, it's not taking this output here. Fine. So what I'll do here, guys, now let's say add 5 years. So how will you add the 5 years? You are saying call this as new underscore date, where you want to take it date 1 plus. You want to go for using a function called relative delta, where you want to say years is equal to 5. Now, if you go for printing the new date, module does not come here. It's saying that date utilization relative delta is not coming. It should be
No.
coming.
It convert
Huh?
convert it to date time. PD dot to date time.
It is working here. So What is happening guys here? We have used import datetime as date utilization relative delta function. Then we have gone for date one, let's say 2020, 10 and 15, which is called 15th October 2020. I'm adding 5 years to this, which is coming as what new date? 2025, 15th October. That is what is coming. Now, if I want to go for adding 5 months, what I write here, I just have to write months here and run this program. It is going to show me 5 months added, which has gone to 2020. This is 15th October. It is given as what?
5 months back, I think it was sent the date.
I'm just ready to see this value. Just a minute, guys. Sorry, we have to write here months. Now it is coming. Can you see this, guys? It is going for 2021 March. If I want to go for adding days to this, 5 days. So we'll just write here days. Now the new date which is coming to 5 days means 20th October 2020. I hope we understand how to go for looking at this relative delta to add these values. Now we'll do a practical here. So now let's go and do date practical. How will you go for this practical? I'll go for importing the data from this folder. In this folder, in the file, there's something called practical data, which I want to read this as a global sales. So I'll just copy this file path called import pandas as pd, import numpy as np, file underscore path. I give this file path here. .xlsx. I call this as global underscore sales pd read underscore excel bracket start file path seat underscore name. I say seat underscore name. Then I can say global sales dot head of 5 records to print my output. So now it is going to import this data. We will see what are the step-by-step approach for the functions we need to apply on the data now. Right. So our data has been imported. What I'll do here, I'll write dot columns dot values to list down all the field name. Going back to the practical, it's saying from the order ID, you want to get the order ID, you want to get the order, the country code. The first 2 letter is the country code, and the from 9th position onwards, it's the order number. I want to retrieve this first. So how will I go for doing this? Now let me first look at all this data manipulation. Data manipulation in the data set. So how would you go for doing data manipulation in the data set here? First, use order ID to get country code and order number. Second, I want to go for looking at the customer name to get customer first
The past.
name and customer last name. Right. Now this is called data manipulation with customer order ID. This is the value, customer name. You want to get this value. Now your segment, city, postal code. Okay. To replace missing postal code to 999. Okay. Now from date of birth, from the date of birth to get the age and create an age bucket. So these are something we want to apply for the data, whichever is given. Now, how would you go for doing this step-by-step approach, right? So let's go and do this for all the character functions, all the numeric functions, all the data functions, data manipulation in the dataset. Now, first, what I will do, now let me close this. I'll say all char functions. What is all char functions? Taking this table, take this customer name, call this capital. So guys, how to go for getting this customer name capital? If you remember, we did it.
Dot upper.
Customer name.
str dot upper.
Str dot upper.
Dot str dot
Upper.
upper brackets are close. Now I want to go for second and third. This is going to what, guys? Small.
Case.
This is going to, guys, what? Proper.
Proper.
Right? So small means what?
Lower.
Lower.
Upper.
Now here you will use what?
Proper.
Title. Right? Next, how to find out the space position in customer name? What light here?
Dot index.
Called customer name space underscore position. This is a new variable. How do you want to go for doing this? Dot. What will you use here?
Dot str dot index.
Index with what?
Position of
With column.
Yes. Now I want to get from this customer first underscore name. So how will I get the customer first name? What function I'll apply here?
Dot apply.
Dot apply. Bracket that is what?
X colon
Lambda x colon
X dot
x
split.
dot
split
split.
space
Bracket.
please.
Then
0
index.
then bracket close. Same thing. I want to get as what? Customer.
last
Middle.
name
How would I get the last name?
1 instead of 0
-1.
Just right. 1. Right. Now what I want to do with postal code, right? So what the customer postal code? The field name is what? Postal code. What do you want to do it here? The same field. There's a function called field NA. Bracket said what? 5 times 9. Is this clear? Now I want to go for creating customer address. What to write here?
address
Called
customer
address. How do you go for doing this? You'll be
Yeah,
taking the field. Field name is what? You'll be going by city, you'll be going by states and the country. So how do you go for doing this?
city plus state plus country.
City plus
global sales state
space plus
plus
Global sales.
plus
plus is what?
State.
Country. State country.
plus country.
Is coming here. Does it make sense, guys? Everyone? Is it clear now?
Yes.
So now if I say my table having dot head of 5, just to check what is happening. Oh, it is all happened here. Yes or no, guys? I got my customer capital name, small name, proper case, space, position, first name, last name, and concatenation. Yes or no, guys? Everyone? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we'll go and apply for numeric functions. So what do you call this? Right. You apply for the character functions. I will apply for all numeric functions. Okay. So what will you do with the numeric function? Now let me show you first. come here, run, then apply. I want to go for global sales. The field name is called discount. Okay. So discounted amount. How would you calculate this? What do you calculate, guys, here?
Price minus discount.
You will say this should be multiplied with your sales
Discount.
should be multiplied with discount, right? Everyone, yes or no? Now, to calculate sales after
After
discount. So how will you get sales after discount?
sales
It will
minus
be
Sales minus
minus,
discounted amount.
right? Now, how to get profit margin? Called profit
Margin.
margin. How to get that? How to get this, guys? You will say there's a field called profit.
Profit.
That should be over what?
Sales after discount.
Discount. Yes or no, guys? Understood? Now, what I want to do here, I want to represent my sales field into currency format. What will I write here? Now this column
Dot.
should be
Dot
dot
apply.
apply bracket start
Lambda
lambda, then you will say
x
x
colon
colon, then write what? If, then you write what? Double quote, a dollar symbol, then curly bracket start close and double quote and bracket close. In between this, what you want to write here, guys?
Colon.
X
comma
colon
Colon.
comma dot to
2f.
f.
F.
Is that clear?
Yes.
Is this something that we have to write? Everyone, yes or no?
Yes.
Right. Okay. Now let's do this multiple times. Correct. Then apply here, apply here. I'll do it one by one. Very next field is going to be what? Discount field. So how do you want to put the discount field here, guys? You will not use what? Sorry, you will not use your dollar symbol, right? Where you have to use what?
Person.
You'd be using this as a percentage format. So how do you go for percentage format?
Instead of F, we will add
X, you would be using dot. This is going to be percentage. I hope this will work.
Yes.
It's not 1,000 comma separator, no, dot 2 percentage. I hope it should work. Let's see if the error comes, we'll see. Now, how to make this as a currency format for discounted amount, right? So you'd be applying this to discount. Discounted amount will be applied this year. Yes or no, guys, everyone? Right? Now, I'll go for taking this sales after discount. So how the sales after discount will come? This way. Then I'll go for looking at profit margin. So how my profit margin will look like in percentage format. I'll just apply this here. Right. Then if I look forward to have my shipping cost, the variable name is profit also there. Na? Okay. Let's say profit. How the profit will come this way. How the shipping cost will come this way also. Right. This is the way I have represented my fields. Clear to all of you guys, everyone? Yes or no? Now I will say this table. I knew that I'll get some error. Where I got the error, guys? Name global sales. Where
There
is
is no L, sir.
There is no L in global.
this is L, this is L. Apply this here. Now apply this all L here one more time. It's a painful job. That's okay. Right. Apply this.
Sir, another L, sir. One global.
Right. Does it work? It is working. It is working, it is working, it is working, it is working.
So double F.
No, this is all fine. It is working. So now we can see our fields. Oh, why it is not coming? Discounted amount is coming, not coming dollar format. What has happened here?
Large global sales dot head.
Run this. Still, I got the error.
So
Oh,
so that up global sales.
Last name, the globes.
1 minute, guys.
Global
A
sales one there.
simple mistake is suffering now. Oh, okay. It is taking a little more time because we are reading the same file multiple times. So when I run this program, I get this output here. Why it is coming all? I'm repeating from the beginning only. I'm importing data. I imported it here.
Sir,
Done.
global sales dot columns dot values.
So now if I run this program, it is coming all, right? Perfect. Now this is happening to this table.
Sir,
Let me see.
84 you have missed one L.
Hmm?
Cell 84.
Where is the error? 84. I got this output here for the numerical data. I'm going for global sales, all this as a global sales, run this program. I get this output. It is all coming now. Yes, this is all coming with this. Now we'll be moving for date time functions. So this is all numeric functions. Now let's apply all date time functions. Now what I will do here, as it is given from the order date, order year, order year, month, day, quarter, shipping date, you get the days gap, date of birth, you got the age and create an age bucket. This is something we want to achieve now. So how would you go for doing this? First of all, we have this table. We call this table with dot columns dot values. I run this query to get this output here. Next, I'm writing here import pandas as PD, import numpy as np. I will say import datetime as dt. Then I'll also use from date utilization dot relative delta and import, I will say star. That is something I have to write here before running the program. Okay, guys. Now what I have to do from this global sales, taking this, I want to go for creating called order year. So how would you get this? You would be getting this from this order date. You want to use the function called dt dot year. Same thing to get order month. I would be using dt dot month to get it to day, order day. I'm going to use the function called day here to get a quarter. How would you go for order quarter? To get this quarter, I'll be using a function called quarter. Then to get your order month, so I can say order day in watts. So from this, I will be using dt dot string from time. So string from time bracket start. I'll say percentage capital A and bracket close. Same way to get order month in words, I will write what? Capital B percentage, and this percent should be removed. Does it make sense to all of you guys what I'm doing here? Right? Now, to get days gap in delivery, how do you get this days gap in delivery? Close the bracket here, take this minus this, which is your shipment date. Shipment date to this, close the bracket, called dt dot days. That's how I can get my days gap. Now, to get the age, to get customer underscore age. So how will you go for getting that? You will say global sales, the field name is date of birth. Right, guys? Now there's a function called dt dot datetime dot now bracket start close dot year minus, let's say, pd pandas. There's a function called to underscore date time bracket start global schools date of birth to date time dot year function. I can apply this here to get my years. So this is the customer age can come out of this. Now to add years, days, quarters, and so let's say add years, months, days, and quarters to the date value. How do you do this? Now let's say global sales, create this called order date add underscore 5 underscore years. So how do you go for getting this? You will say pd dot to underscore date time bracket start right. You would be using here, you can use other function, but I'm trying to help you here to know through this way also we can do this. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
This from date util relative data import.
we can
put
also do that. I'll just do it.
Okay.
I'm just doing it here 5. Let me see months. Let me see days. Let me see quarters. Okay. So how will I add these 5 months? I'll say months here, and this is where I have to use to time delta 5 unit D, and this is called, okay. Okay, so 5 quarters, months into 3 dot head of 5 is working. Okay, yes, it is all happening. Yeah, now the question is coming. We can also use this by relative delta to add month, day, years, right, guys? Everyone, right? So how will you go for doing that using your relative delta? Now let me show you that example also. The example which I will be showing now, it is given this way. Now the whole code I can show here called or if I want to go for a different way to present this, I created this code in the morning time to show it to you. I'm saying import pandas PD, numpy as np, datetime as datetime. I created this table called df2 from global sales copy. The country code is going to come as string slicer 0 to 2. This is one way to do it also. df2 dataset, which is going to have order number starting from string slice 8 to 17 characters. Date, I want to go for df2 dot dt dot year, dt dot month. See the month name in words. I'm using date string from time as percentage %b. Day, I'm getting dt dot day. Order year month, I'm multiplying year with 100 plus month value here. Quarter, I'm concatenating quarter to data set with order date quarter as string type. Then the quarter is going to appended here to get this order quarter. Now running this program with order days gap in delivery. It is going to be this to this date dt dot days. There's a days gap. To look for the shipping year month, I can say the ship date with string with yb, string from time, percentage y and percentage b is going to get you the year month field value from here. Customer first name, where I'm using string dot split. Now I'm taking here normalizing the age value using lambda function over date to get that age, and from the age it is created the age bucket here. Then from df2 I take the postal code to get fill na by 999. Sales, I call this as a dollar format. Discount, I call this as a percentage format. Discounted amount, I call this as sales multiplied by discount. Whatever the values are coming in float, call this as a dollar format. This is also going to be a dollar format. Now profit is going to profit to present dollar format, SIP equals dollar format. Now final columns, I want to keep these many columns from the table where I'm creating this global sales final from this table to get the output here. So let me, these two codes, either way you can write the code this way to present your character, date, time, and numeric. I just explained here in this because this also helps you to get the result. So I'm taking the both examples for you. Either way, you can go for the previous one, or you can also use the below one. Ultimate, the end result is going to get the result output to the folder. I take this file code, I go back to here, and I export this. Now, all this output coming here, I want to go for export. The data has been exported. You can see, given this table, from order ID, you get the country code, order number. From the order date, you get the order year, order month, order quarter, order day, order year month, and the quarter details. Shipping date, you get that days gap in delivery. You also get the shipping year month into YYY format. Then from the customer name, you get the customer first name, last name. From date of birth, you get the age and the age bucket. From there, you also get it here as your customer postal code. Wherever is missing is replaced by 999. From sales, is it in dollar currency format? Quantity, discount in percentage format. This multiplied to discounted amount, it is in dollar currency format, dollar currency format. The profit, which is also given in dollar currency format, followed by your shipping cost is also in dollar currency format. So this is how the whole functions in the Python we completed. Either way, you can go through this approach, or you can go through the approach which is given here for datetime function separately, for numeric function separately, for character function separately, so that you can understand how the Python function used for data manipulation. Having said that, we have now finished all these functions for session 4. It is all completed here. Fine. All the functions in Python we have completed now.